Welcome to all. Welcome to Modules Institute of Technology. Today is day 11. Today agenda using today agenda using include and imports, using tags, using roles. Okay, these are the topics today we are going to be discuss. So using include, I'll give a little overview about include and import. Then we'll get into the lab section. There we'll do hands-on how to include. So what is generally include? Generally in the term include where so in Ansible we have some other we have in some other directory we have some playbook, so we like to include, so then that comes under include. Okay, when the importing, so imports, when importing, like already defined some playbooks, again it going to be incorporated with the playbook. We'll see differentiate between these two, include and imports. What are the difference between both? Are doing almost the same job. Then what was the difference between? In include you can do static. In include we have an option called static and then dynamic. Okay, so in whereas in import you don't have a dynamic where you cannot change again and again. So imports will be static, include will be both static and dynamic. We can include our play. Okay, so we'll use the tags. What is the tags? We are tagging, we are associating some other playbook in, then applying there are some conditions, that is called tags. The roles, where what exactly need to be done. Okay, for example, you need to be role like you need to update an Nginx server. Are you going to be do some M updates? Are you going to deploy an application? Or what you need to fetch and deploy some application? What exactly it gonna be do? This is all about today agenda we are going to discuss. Okay, uh, again I like to give you a small view about include and imports. So include in the sense we are including. Okay, so for example there will be a list of tasks. In that particular play we are going to insert one more play. For example, if it is the running some dependency task, the same way we are going to be include. And then importing in the sense like how we are going to be import. Okay, so that's what we are going to be discuss in this video. And then and let's get into the lab section. So I'm switching to my lab. Okay, yes, clear. I hope my screen is clear. So as I said earlier, we started our discussion with includes. Okay, I like to do cat include underscore playbook. So what I have written in this playbook, let us see. See here I have as like so clear. Open again in VI mode. VI. So I given the playbook name as in include. What I have written. So I have written my host details and then task details. And here now I'm introducing the include. Okay, as we done the earlier the playbook, this is the host details. Okay, I'm given the server as my group name and then task details. Given in task details I have play one task. Okay, in debug I used a debug module here and then the message displayed play one task one. Okay, so here importantly you want to be observe. I have introduced include here. What I have included, so play one underscore task.ml. This file I have been included in this uh, playbook. So let's have a little catch up about what I have written in the play one underscore task to playbook. Escape. Okay. at play1 underscore task.ml. So here what I have written again I have written play. So I have not written any. See, you can observe here I have not written any host details here. As usual, I have written the play, which is going to be which is depending on. So I'm going to include this particular play going to be included in my include underscore playbook.ml playbook. So here I have displayed just play one, the task one. The message is going to be pop up that how many groups are there. So those many again it going to be execute again. That's what the play one. The play task is going to be execute over there. Okay, just have a list of again which I have been included play one and task two. Let's validate whether I have written the play one include and see I have written the same play one task2.ml file. Correct. Those play is going to be executed here. The same play I have written. Let's once we execute and validate whether what exactly it gonna be happen. Okay. I save the both the play clear the screen again. We will just once again will validate. Yes, host is equal to server. Here, see, always I given only server because only host I do have. So you can give comma here in host and comma give server to like web server. Likewise, you can give, but in my infrastructure I have only one uh, remote node. So that is the reason I always used to give only server. Okay. Clear. Let me execute the play Ansible hyphen play book include underscore play book. Okay, let me execute the play gonna be gather the task gathering the facts. Yes, see here you can see so it executed once and then message play one task two. So twice it has been executed because I have here the two plays are been executed. Okay. So here see gathering on one remote node there will be a two execution happened. Okay. Okay. We'll validate whether I should not include this. Then what was the output I'll be getting? So pi include YAML. Okay. Escape colon WQ here to execute. So I have commented those. See, you can see only once it got executed. Okay, because I have written the same task to validate this. I have given this. You can see in recap, it executed play recap in happened here. The changes is 0, and then there is 0 unreachable, 0 failed, 0 skipped, 0 rescued, 0 ignored. Okay, I'll go back and edit the same file again. So I'm gonna remove this again, press I delete. Yes, I hope the indentation is the right. So I'll give one more. Yes, I hope the indentation is the right. Yes, let me validate. Okay, let me go for a demo. Let me validate this demo. Yes, this is the play. So it has to be executed that way. That's what the expectation here. Yes, exactly what we have expected. The output has been displayed in our terminal. Correct? Now got clear? Okay, clear? Okay. Again, I'll open the file. Yes, see. Sorry. Host, the task, play one task, and then debug module. As usual, we wrote the playbook, and here you can use hyphen include. You can give your playbook name. That's what we are going to be include. Okay. Colon public. I'm moving to the second example. Okay. Oh, these many plays I have. I need to be segregate. I think I'll just open include to underscore book.ml. Okay. So here I have earlier we have the same playbook. The modification I have been done. Okay. So here I have. So we're discussing about includes and the imports as well, right? So here I'm importing a playbook. Already we have discussed again. I'll come back to this again. This display. So any which was host part. I hope you everyone is clear. The host part is nothing but where the plane needs to be executed. That is the host part, and then task part. What the task we are going to perform. That section that play is here. I have included here, and I have imported as well. Both the things I have done in this particular play. Let us validate the play.2ml what it has been. Okay, what I have written. Oh, make remember, I'm bad in remembering. Play 2. Okay. Cat play 2.yml. Okay. Here. Yes, I'll just up arrow. Come up. Yes. So here what I have done again the same. Here I have see. Here I have included this task. So here in this particular task, it's going to be execute, which I'm going to be import, which is uh, a static. Okay, included play2 dot task2 dot yml. Okay, this is what our script. So one more file we need to be validate. Play one, I believe. Yeah, play one dot task2 task2. Sorry, task2 play one. Sorry. I have to give underscore task dot YAML. So here see here in this what I'm importing here, the importing I'm name as a play, just popping as a play 2 and then task 1. Okay, in for the include file it remains playbook play 1 task 2. So you can closely observe, I'll closely observe this file, then you can come to know what exactly both the differences are. So one is I have imported the concept here. I have imported one play and I have included one play where I'm incorporating these two into a playbook. Okay. So what the result is going to be you and what are the things we are going to be see. Okay. Let's validate those things as well. Clear. Clear. Okay. So let me execute this Ansible hyphen play book. Okay, I have executed the script. I'm gathering. See, one. See, there is no host ultimate. Yeah, some when we are doing. See, I'm getting some deprecation message as well. This supplied host pattern ignoring server because that's what we have tried. Okay, so the plays got once it got executed. Again, it got executed. Again, here got executed play one and task. I'll show you where the warning could not the matches supplied the host part ignoring server. So because the why one got skipped because no matches in the host details. Let me show you why it's showing the host details. Okay, clear, because see here I have not specified any host name in this playbook. Okay, let's validate again whether we have imported this or exported. Oh, sorry, I have executed this. I have to wait. Okay, let it execute. Okay, so clear the screen. Like to clear. Let me first cat this file. Okay, okay. So this is the one, right? We have to remove this. One got ignored. We have to validate why we are. It got skipped. The deprecation why it has been happened. Sorry, instead of I should cat this colon WQ. Colon WQ. No, I need to read the file, then come to know the cat file name. So which one? So cat play one. So where I have been imported play one. So I have included. Okay. When I importing, it's ignoring those servers. It's ignoring on my remote server. Okay, so you no need to, what I'm trying to say is you no need to worry about it gonna be ignore your host details, which the when you including a playbook into a particular script. Sorry, something has happened. Yeah, so when you are ignoring when you are going to import your playbook, include a playbook, it's going to be ignore your host details. Okay, clear. Clear. I like to demonstrate in the next example. Vi include 3 playbook. So here I have given the host details as well, where so listen, observe carefully. Here the host server given the task detail is the I have debugged a module. I call the debug module. The message is testing and include your task details. So when include your task, when it gonna be include the task var is not defined. Okay, include task.yml. So include YML when the include var not defined. If I given as a here you can observe I have given as a static as a false and commented as well. So third debug what it is done, import a task var not defined. Okay, this is the play. Let us execute this play. Ansible hyphen playbook include a sorry 3 underscore play. Okay, let me execute this play. So see it got an deprecated error. What is the deprecation? So since we have not found, however, it is the include is not explicitly marked as a static. So when we try include a dynamic later. So now static and dynamic into the picture, and in further this error will unless the static not used include the task. So we are missing a dynamic make use of static. So here already in previous video I have explained ansible.cfg config file. We have to option make all include statics and error handlers. We have to enable this feature will be removed 2.2. So deprecation warning can be displayed in the setting. This is the deprecation mode. I want to show this error for you because when you are going for a this particular playbook, okay, when you're going for a static, so when using the static module, you need to be very careful. The earlier you need to be configured properly. Okay, that's what I like to show the see every without error you will be never gonna be learn. So I want to show some that if you're not given a proper have not given any proper static, then it will be going to be throw an error. So here the basically the concept what I have tried here, we are going to be displayed, we're going to be testing a include task. Okay, so all this we are going to be test. So by upcoming videos I'll show you to configure the same one, and I'll show you how to overcome this kind of issues. Okay, here the when needs to be here. What I have made a changes when and the include. Earlier we have seen that include directly we have given the file name. Okay, so ml file here when it needs to be when it is static or dynamic. Here the static or dynamic coming into the picture. Okay, where include module you can go for a static and dynamic, both is possible. When you're going for an import I never used static, you can see here. Please make a note of this. By upcoming videos I'll make a videos only for this, how to use a static and dynamic using includes. Okay, clear. So when you getting in deprecation, this red color mark, you know that. So again, and see when you could not find, and sometime you need to be very careful when the source node, when the remote node also be, you should started reading the error could not find the access slash ansible slash import dot task on the ansible controller, which is our master node. If you are using a module expert a file exists on a remote node, see the source. So where it giving an Ansible always, this is what we are telling. It will be very easy and then friendly where you can access the modules as well. Okay, so you can easily understand and you can error free these things. Okay, so I hope you are clear. I'm moving to the next slide. So what is the difference between the static and dynamic include approaches? Recommendations are when you have to choose wisely, when you go for an include when you're going to for a use include, then you go for an static and dynamic, which is good approach. When you go for an import module, then you should go for a static. That is the advisable one. So static tasks includes dynamic, yeah, where it is possible for your dynamics as well as when static include static by default your include task will be always dynamic. By default it will be dy sorry, by default it is static, it can be dynamic. The import task static, so import start is always been static. So includes can be deprecate. So when you include it, it will be deprecate, and then include mode is a dynamic, both the dynamic and static, both as possible. When you coming to the import static, include dynamic can be used in the loops as well. So include can be used where in the loop. Yeah. Imports cannot be used in the loops. So in include we have already tried that loop module, whereas in we return a play under we have inserted a include. Okay, so this is what about your static sorry includes and imports. Okay, I like to introduce one more topic with that um, only that. So when you deprecate, when you say deprecated, the dynamic directives applied at execution, uh, when it applies the same to every task at the point of inclusion changes to the variable. It do not affect the inclusion state. When come to the static, the directive applies the execution that where are the actions are been sequentially for each test, each task, where the static gonna be sequentially it gonna be execute. Okay, and then when dynamics directives applied at the execution when apply the same way to each and every task at the point of includes changes to the variable. Okay, I like to introduce one more topic only theoretically. Tomorrow we're gonna be see those practicals, the upcoming videos. Now, what is the tags? Tags, tags we are using tags we are using tasks, segmentation with the task, execution with the task, skipping with task, playbooks are tasks, special task, sorry, tags. So I like to explain about the tags. There are types of tags: using tags, segmentation task, tags, execution tags, skipping tags, playbook tags, and then special tags, inheritance. This is all about our tags. Okay, I'll go back to the terminal and explain one more. One more. See how we are gonna be right. Okay. So I like to take include 2 vi vi include 2 for play. Yes, we have just now discussed about the static, how the directive is going to be happen. This can be dynamic. Okay, this include thing can be dynamic where you can change for the content here, where this will consider when gonna be execution. The directive is going to be considered at the time of execution, whereas in when you come to the import, when you are importing this before this is also going to be executed at the point of execution. Okay, but the static directives applied at that when the action are sequentially executed. Okay, when the imports module we are going to use, it gonna be static. Okay, the static directives are applied execution that when our actions are sequentially each task. So when I mean to say when I mean to the say task, when this is a static here. I have not used the dynamic. So this case here, it gonna be static. This play is not going to be changed because already I have written this task. So import. So how many it's again? So import this I'm recalling this. I'm importing where, but it in include module includes they can be deprecate. Okay, you don't want to deprecate this, then you can go for import. This is the two difference between your include and then import. Okay, so again I'll execute this script and then you can watch over. Ansible book, Ansible playbook include 2. Okay, just I'm executing the play. So this is I have been used static. Again I'm repeating the same. See here this is the deprecation. It's ignoring, it giving the warning message, the deprecation that which could not match the supply host pattern, ignoring. Which one is not ignoring? My include module, whereas again include. Okay, in include what I have written in include, let us validate whether I have given the host details. Okay, vi play, I have not given the host details. Okay, so basically the play has your play start with 3 hyphen, then you give the host the target details of the hosting, then you come to your play and then in the task execution section. So here I have, you can incorporate include certain place using the include and then import, whereas in you can make use of this one. Okay, let me validate that play to what was I have written. Vi play to, see, this is what I have imported. Okay, so here I have mentioned here as an server, as so you can notice here in the import section I have mentioned the server. Okay, because I have clearly it is not been dynamic, it's going to be execute in, I'm very much sure about that. This is what that imports is always a static, where includes has been, it may be it will give you an option to static or the dynamic. Okay, colon you to clear. Okay, and I like to quickly today summarize today. I'll go to PPT again. So what we have done today. So I quickly summarize today. Today we have discussed the topic about using includes and then imports, and then how we are going to be use the task include tasks, and then playbooks, how we are going to be include the task into our playbook, how to import the tasks as well. Okay, this one I'll remove. Okay, and then we have discussed about a difference between the includes and imports, where we need to be approach, and then dynamic and then static in the include, whereas then import has only the static. Okay, and then include the task equal to dynamic. By default it will be dynamic. It can be include static. By default it will be static. It can be dynamic. Imports it will be static. Okay, so include module can be deprecate, and include module can be dynamic. Imports a static. Include can be used in your loops. Imports cannot be used in the loops. Okay, thank you. That's all about today. Please, if you like my video, please do like, share, and if you have any queries, please do post on our comment box. We like to reply on the same. Okay, thank you. Thanks for the day.